Hi guys, welcome back to Golden Reviewer. So here we have 4 devices: Redmi K50, S22 Ultra Snapdragon, Redmi K50 Pro, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Today we are going to compare the Genshin Impact performance of these devices. If you have been following my Twitter or YouTube, you know that initially the resolution of the game on Redmi K50 and K50 Pro is a little bit lower than the rest. But after the latest system update, it has since been fixed. So now it's a fair comparison. I've posted the latest screenshot on my Twitter as well, so the resolution is almost the same, no apparent difference there. Now we've set the graphics to highest for all these devices, and we'll play the game for about 10 minutes, following our fixed route in the Inazuma region, so that it's a fair comparison for all these devices. And as usual, I'll show you the real-time FPS and power consumption at the bottom. Feel free to watch the full footage if you are interested in the exact details. Otherwise, you can skip to the end of the video for the temperature, FPS, and power consumption results. Okay, now I'll stop talking and let you enjoy the footage.
安如磐石， 尽收并蓄，
闲人勿扰。
物若金汤。
这下该你这招。
终于还是到头了，终于还是。
闲人勿扰。我会跟上的。
小子，
到头了。
下一项工作是。下一项工作是。
到头了。
我会跟上的。我会跟上的。下一项工作是。
尽收并蓄。
我会跟上的。禁止接触。下一项工作是。我会跟上的。下一项工作是。为了阎王之心。
天命长驱。
任何人不慢。开锅了，开锅了。
物若金汤。
开始攻击了。双盘化生。我会跟上的。
物若金汤。
光吧，喷火，禁止接触。开锅了，开锅了。下一项工作是。闲人勿扰。
此乃天道。物若金汤。
这项工作该划掉了。
祝大家在世界里
演得像师傅。
祝大家在世界里
物若金汤。安如磐石。
该做攻击了。
讲不通就打脸了。如琉璃般飘落。
尽收并蓄。天命长驱。尽收并蓄。
Alright, after 10 minutes of gaming, now it's temperature time. And we can see the Redmi K50 is actually the coolest at 44 degrees. The K50 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max are quite similar at 45 degrees, while the S22 Ultra is the hottest at 46.5 degrees. For the FPS result, because we are not able to show the Android and the iPhone results together, so here they are in a separate manner. Anyway, it's amazing that the K50 with Dimensity 8100, which is also the cheapest device we have today, actually has the best performance at average 53 FPS. The Redmi K50 Pro is not far behind. Actually, they are pretty similar. It's at 52.9, so I can say that it's only due to random error. But what I can tell you is that the Redmi K50 is actually much better optimized than the Redmi K50 Pro, right? For some reason, although the Dimensity 8100 is supposed to be slower than the Dimensity 9000, we actually have far fewer frame drops and starters. So the gaming experience on the Redmi K50 is actually much more enjoyable than the Redmi K50 Pro. As for the iPhone 13 Pro Max, you can see here that the strategy is not good at all, right? It tries to maintain 60 FPS and then it will overheat and then it drops to something like 20 to 30, which is super laggy. And then after a while, it tries to go back to 60 again. And I'll say that it's a very bad gaming experience. And as for the S22 Ultra, it actually performs the worst of all, right? It only achieves on average 42.1 FPS, which is significantly lower than all the other three devices. As for power consumption, actually all these three Android devices seem to have a very similar power consumption. The Redmi K50 is slightly lower at 6.75 watts, and the K50 Pro and S22 Ultra both use around 6.9 to 7 watt of power. And here, the iPhone actually shines in this number because of the super efficient Apple A15 chip. And here it actually only uses on average 4.3 watt of power. And finally, here is the compile result for all these four devices we've tested today. And I want to remind you that the K50 and K50 Pro are actually built out of plastic. They don't even have metal frames, which is a much better thermal conductor. So I assume if these two devices have a metal frame, they'll be able to dissipate the heat better and maybe perform even better. Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hope you find the video helpful. See you next time.